Yeah, man. Yeah, this is Joshua's Motivation, yeah? A life altering podcast series that me, 19-year-old computer science student, and also a fitness addict, right, will be creating, right? It's going to consist of fitness, finance, investing, and many other life altering activities that you can do, right? It doesn't matter what age you are, what height you are, doesn't matter, right? Alright. I'll be doing this podcast every single Monday, cock crow. Yeah? I'll be doing it every single Monday, and you can sit back while going to work, while at work, while going to school, on the bus, in your room. What I do, I work out while hearing my podcast. Alright? But other than that, just stay tuned, hear it, and there you go. Simple, isn't it? Yeah, man. Yes, Joshua's Motivation Podcast, yeah, episode 31. Yeah. Someone gave me a couple of questions, so I'm gonna go over it. Essentially what they are. Questions to do with university. So I go University of Kent. So if you're hearing this podcast and you're about to go there, about to be a first year, then I've got some questions here about first year and how I dealt with it and all that sort of shit. So hopefully I can help you out with that. So I'm gonna get into it quickly. Try to go over them as quick as possible. So let's see how long this shit's gonna fucking be. Yeah. So question one: what are each of the different uni halls notorious for? So I'm gonna keep it real with you. They're all for parties, really and truly. If you're in Parkwood, if you're in Tyler Court, Turin Accommodation, Darwin, if you're in Elliot, if you're in Wolf, whatever the fuck it's called, yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, they're all parties. Tyler Court, there's more parties in that one. Darwin, um, not really parties. It's more of like the kitchen has more parties in there. But you're gonna get parties anyway if that's what you're looking for. There's gonna be parties there. My thing for you, yeah, is um just go for the cheapest accommodation. I went to Darwin because it was the cheapest accommodation, right? Just because you got more cash left over doesn't mean that you have to spend it and waste it on Tyler Court. But when I was in Darwin, yeah, I'm in every single accommodation group chat, so I would hear shit like, "Oh, the the water source is out in Tyler Court." I was like, "What? So what? You pay what 7.5k a year for rubbish when you could have what saved that cash for something else?" Nah, man, move that. So every hall has its notorious stuff. You know what I'm saying? Parties, etc. But whatever you get into doesn't matter. You adapt to it, and you won't even think about, "Oh, I should have gone here." You won't care at that point. You know what I'm saying? Question two: what would you say is absolutely crucial for first years to be aware of? Be aware of yourself, be aware of other guys and girls that are around you, bad influences. All right, if you aren't someone who doesn't care what people think, in the sense that if someone offers you to do something retarded and you say no, and they say, "Oh, are you being a pussy?" You don't give a fuck. Yeah. So if you ain't that sort of person, then be careful of those that are around you. Obviously, stay on your course, stay on your degree. Try to get a 2-1 first. What I was doing in my first semester, so first term, I was heavily on my degree. In the first semester, I got a first on every single module, and then second semester, I was laying low. I was doing the YouTube, the podcast, the investments, all of that shit. I wasn't really on my degree as much at all. At all, I didn't go to any fucking lectures because I worked harder in the first semester. And then the third semester now, the last one, did my exams online. That's it. Got a 2-1. Simple. Yeah. So that's that. But yeah. Just be aware of yourself, other people around you. Try to make good friends, etc. Right? What kind of things should first years avoid at all costs? Bad influences. Personally with me, I don't really got going to parties, because all that's there is bad influences, negativity. Um, but yeah, like you'll realize that if you do what I was doing, you'll be, not lonely, but you'll be on your ones. Like you'll have to understand who you are as a person. Um, so just be aware of that. So hopefully I'll answer the question, right? Um, Another thing as well that you guys should be aware of or to avoid is wasting your cash on things that don't matter. So going out can cost money. Like, just be aware of your finances, your physical health, and mental as well. Like, so, okay, can you get expelled from the uni for fighting? Not that I know of. Um, if you're down to fight someone, or if you had that sort of energy, right? Because I had to let out some anger as well. Like, so I would recommend going to some sort of combat sports society, boxing society, mixed martial arts society, those sort of places, right? How often do fights happen? I said again, go to the boxing society for that. And you can fight people in it, and it's pretty fun. I can't lie. I love doing that shit. It's good to get your anger out, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about your housemates before the lockdown? Um, I was in first year in it, so obviously I went into it in the lockdown, semester one. And then obviously semester two, they went back home for Christmas. I couldn't go back home, so there was no one on campus, innit? So for me, I didn't really have a connection like that because obviously, for the most part, I didn't really see them like that. Um, we had conversations in there. Like obviously, I like talking to people in it, but it wasn't anything like close in that. Hopefully, second year is different. Um, but yeah, it wasn't anything special in it. You know what I'm saying? Like my accommodation, all that was for the majority of the time, I didn't really see anyone. So yeah, um, yeah. How much fun did you have, if any, and what did you do for said fun? I did my YouTube account, my podcast. I'll get special guests on there, but none of this shit was from the uni. It was just I found it myself. I found ways of doing that. The boxing, me and my friend was doing it for most of the first semester one. Then semester two, he wasn't here. Then semester three, it was me, him, and the boxing society that I was doing it. Um, what else? Yeah, the gym. I was heavily on the gym in semester one. Semester two, I wasn't because obviously lockdown. And semester three, I said fuck it, I'm just gonna work out in my room because in the gym you'll realize that when you go in the gym, right, there's a lot of idiots that wanna hog up the fucking equipment. So I'm just like fuck that. I'm not doing that. Yeah. So that's that. But um personally with me, I wasn't really doing the conventional fun in quotations. I was more focused on trying to, look into personal finance and, working out and all that. So most people find that shit boring. So for most it wasn't fun, but for me it's fun. So yeah. Um were there any societies that were notoriously weird, as in were there any obnoxious societies or something like that that a lot of people disliked? Bruv, like first year societies weren't really a thing. So I'm gonna keep it as that. I don't know anything in it. I was only in the boxing society, and that was only at the last part of the year, semester three. So I don't know. Um, is the campus ever packed? At the start of the year, it's pretty fucking packed, and as time goes on, things decline. I'll put it as that. How was the diversity? Yeah, it's there, man. Like you're at university, in it. But obviously, what you gotta understand is that most of the diversity is in. If you're in the UK, it's in London. And when you get out of the UK, things decline. So in the uni, like if you have the university and it's like a little bubble, there's people there, it's diverse. But when you get out of the university into actual Canterbury and Kent and all that, obviously there's no diversity energy because they're all in London or another part or another city. Sorry. Um, did you ever experience any racism in university? Nah. But we understand as well, like there's always gonna be racism. It's just gonna be low key G, you know what I'm saying? Um, what's the worst interaction, altercation you've had with someone on campus? I haven't had any of that shit, G. What problems did you experience with housemates? None. But obviously, I was lucky. So for those two questions that you said before, I was lucky, bro. But there's if you ask someone else, then it can get a bit weird. But that's why I told you before the first 10 years, I was like, be careful who you're around, you. Because if you're around retarded friends, you will become a retard by default. So if your friends are like that, and it's usually the guys that are, either one, they go to the pubs and that, drinking and all that rubbish, or two, they're trying to fucking strap and listen to drill music and all that shit. Yeah. So if you see someone that does that, just have the distance in it still. I ain't got time for that. Um, all right, what were your contact hours like? It's online, so I had a lot of time, a lot of free time. You know, like my little joke is that I fucking retired when I got to uni. Yeah, I was retired because there was nothing to do. I had so much free time. It was like I was done. Like it was mad. So yeah, how good were the cleaners, and how often do they do cleaning? Um, I'll say in terms of all right, so they won't clean your room. That's up to you, energy. But they will clean the area where like your kitchen, um, and the showers and the toilet. But that's only like I would say once, if you're lucky, twice a semester. But I would say once a semester, and that's usually at the very end of the semester, bro. Yeah. Um. So yeah, but if I was you, especially I think the most important part is the kitchen. So try to keep the kitchen clean and all that. And obviously, if you're a smart person like me and that, it's all good and well saying that. But if the other guys in your accommodation on that, like the clean kitchen, then obviously isn't your fault. You just gotta deal with it, energy. You get me? Um, when they say you need TV licenses, that for having a TV in general, or is it TV license for having satellite TV? Um, it's satellite TV, bro. So if you got like a PS4 and you connect it to the fucking TV, that's not TV license, bro. So you can do that, bro. Yeah, you can still bring your TV, your PS4, or whatever it is. I would say PS4. I did that my first year. My PS4 was just for YouTube. I don't really play games no more on it. So my PS4 was like the Now TV box set. Yeah, so I had YouTube on that, and obviously other apps as well. She's a PS4 for YouTube and all that, and then you won't get any charge in it. You get me? Have you ever felt unsafe on or around campus, specifically at nighttime? Nope, bro. I even fucking did a 1 a.m. I did a bunch of 1 a.m. jogs at nighttime, bro, on campus. Yeah. If you want, you can do that shit with me. Like you know who you are, innit? Like, if you want, you can do a 1 a.m. jog with me, bro. Yeah. But it's very safe on campus, bro. Like I felt way better than fucking London, bro. You're mad. Yeah, so it was sick. Um, no issues there at all, bro. Yeah. How are the sports facilities in your opinion? I didn't even have any experience other than the gym. The gym was okay, apart from the one issue, which is get the fuck off the machine. Yeah. Other than that, I think it's cool, man. And obviously, I do appreciate that the fact that they had first years get free gym. That was pretty cool. Um, how would you rate the sports clubs there? Obviously, first year quarantine, I didn't really have any experience doing that. What are the best banks in the Canterbury area? I can't lie, I didn't really even go to a bank when I was there once, but I'm with Barclays. There is like a Santander thing where the students get um like discounts, heavy discount on the train and that. So probably I'm gonna get Santander. Yeah. Okay. And one more question. Yeah. What would you say about friendship groups and how snaky would you say people have been? um, Listen, in my first year, listen, I've already got my friend group from years ago. Um, so I didn't really get close to anyone, right? Because of the fact that I'm aware that these sort of things happen, right? So I don't really want to get involved in that sort of rubbish, because you got to devote a lot of time, a lot of investments into each individual each individual person in the friend group. And obviously sometimes you might be close to someone and not the other person, or it might be declining or whatever like that. It might be smaller per person. It won't be like equal, you know. So all that, it's just a waste of my time. And obviously in a couple of years there is a possibility that you won't even know them, or you would all move on. So that's what I was like, I don't know you, I don't care. So but you gotta understand, like, even though 18, 19, 20 years old and that, people are still gonna be immature in that. So as I said before, just be careful who you're around. Like the first question you were like, um so again, it was, hold on. Yeah, what should you be aware of? And I said yourself and the guys around you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you will know if people are on it, like on success. And it isn't just, oh, I'm doing my degree. No, you have to be doing more than that. Like, you have to go work out in the gym or in your room, because obviously ain't nobody got time to fucking pay for the gym energy. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, they need to be on point and working out, trying to stay healthy, eating the right food, no fucking fast food. Even my friends like fuck up on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just find like guys that do that. Like, they're on it. No fast food, eat healthy, like they work out, they're on point in their health, right? And they're trying to maintain it for years onwards, like not just when they're young, they're trying to maintain it. Yeah. Finance, personal finance, they like had to budget. They when guys wanna come tell them, oh, you're being cheap, like, they say fuck off, yeah, because you didn't understand, like, long term wealth, all that, right? Um Mentally, boom, they're trying to upgrade it, trying to get better mentally, socially, they're trying to talk to people, not just like talking, but like, trying to understand how they can talk and how they can get different mannerisms and understand how people talk in it from different areas of the world, and that, you know what I'm saying. So try to find that sort of people, like, um and it can be pretty hard, but obviously, like, I go to the same university as you, and obviously, like, you know who you are. So if you see me ever, because first year, like first semester, I think it'll be cool to meet up with different guys like you and that, so we can see what's up and that, innit? But try to find guys that are on point on something, success and that, and not the other bit, which is, stupid shit, drinking, smoking, parties, rubbish. Yeah, so that was episode 31. I got a bunch of questions here. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna continue this shit. I'm actually gonna put another part of this podcast, yeah, where I kind of say my own little experiences in it. Yeah, so I'm gonna get straight into it. So the key part that you gotta understand, yeah, about university, is that semester two is the hardest part. Especially for me. Like, I went in a little bit into this before, but I was saying how like, semester two I was like alone for the majority of the semester. Everyone went back home. Yeah, it was like cold. It's winter, and it's winter now. Yeah, it's winter. Yeah, it's snowing. I have to walk 1.9 miles there and 1.9 miles back to Aldi. When you get here, you understand the distance that I'm talking about. From campus to Aldi, you'll get the distance energy. Yeah. And it was snowing. I had to use my socks for gloves, because I knew that once I get the goods from Aldi, I've got to walk. I can't run yet because I've got all these bags and shit on me. Like I've got 3 bags on my arm and I've got a massive big backpack and shit. I've got to walk fast as fuck because if I don't walk fast, yeah, I'm on like a little timer, so I'll get frostbite in my hand and shit. Because the accommodation in the house and in campus, right, is hot. So if you got cold hands and you go into a instantly hot room or environment, right, your hands will start to burn like, and I got that, and it's painful, fam. Yeah, so I'm just saying you probably won't get that. You're lucky in it, in a way. But I'm just saying semester two is hard, not just for the degree, but because everyone's doing their own thing. You're starting to see you're starting to be more on your own and trying to see who you are as a person, or starting to do that. Um, so that was that. In terms of also what I've heard as well, because a lot of people in first semester, they're hyped. They finally got this maintenance loan. Well, you gotta understand, like we're teenagers, like even in your fucking 20s, fam. Like you aren't really, you haven't got a lot of the funds. Like your 20s is the time to put the foundation of the wealth in it. So you haven't got a lot of things in it. So when guys get the maintenance loan now, they get hyped up and they spend a lot of it, and then semester two comes now and they're fucked. Yeah, financially anyway. So that's where it comes round. But with me, I wasn't really obviously I wasn't going to no parties and that, so I was very like wise with my money. So even though I was doing that, I was doing more like investments and that. So I was trying to like get assets and build wealth at 19, and it's going well now. But what I was doing, I was living frugally. So even though I had spare cash on the side of it, I was living frugally so that I can be like, okay, even though you got cash, do not live above your means, live below your means, right? So I was going to Aldi. I spent like £8.76 a week. It can be lower or yeah, but that was the highest. £8.76. I'll go to Aldi and walk back. And looking back, and I'm gonna do the same shit when I go back there. Yeah, it's ain't gonna fucking change in it. But looking back, that was fucking mad. Yeah. It still is mad. I was the only guy doing that. I told man that just go to Aldi, man. Don't go to co-op in it, because on campus there's a co-op. Don't go to that fucking place, bro, because you're gonna get fucking scammed, bro. Scams, a scam, bro. Scam. So man said what, £4.28 for orange juice. Or was it, I think it was £3. I don't know, £3 or £4 for orange juice. You're fucking mad. Yeah, like when you get here, you'll see that in it. But don't go to co-op. Don't go to Tesco or Sainsbury's. Go to Aldi. Way more cheaper, and you will thank yourself later on, man. Yeah. Um. So yeah, I'll do that. If I was you as well, in the second semester, try to build your own, let's say, business, right? So if you like got any hobbies, right, do some sort of YouTube account on that. If you're doing computer science, right, this is easy. Yeah, you're doing programming languages, you're doing Java or Python, whatever it is, right? Do an account on YouTube where you do tutorials on it, right? Just do something. Like, don't just focus on your degree. Have that, but also have something else on the side in it that you're doing, so that once you graduate after the 3 or 4 years, right? Um, you can say, okay, I've got this job, but I also got this other income on the side. Because obviously COVID-19 and that. So when man were trying to lose their jobs and that, they didn't have anything else. So I'm just saying, have some other income on the side in it. So, but you have to create it from now. Um, so yeah, just do that. Um, and yeah, like just like I think university first years, it's easy, man. Like it's all gonna be a, at the end of the day, when I look back, yeah, when I look fucking back, sorry, yeah, it's all a blur, fam. It's all a blur. Yeah, I did the same thing for second year as well. Like I know that second year is gonna be really fucking tough, not just for the degree, but for my plans as a person as well. Like, so it's gonna be really hard for me in it, but you just gotta push through that, man. Just push through and just keep going, man. Like, it's easy, man. Yeah. So hopefully that shit worked out for you. And it was some good advice. So yeah, peace out.